Check, 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 check. We are back. Welcome back to Smiles69Network
Check,
show.
check, check, check.
Hello.
1, 2, 4, 5. We are here live.
Hey, the place to be.
Yes. Hey, you guys, back live in effect. This is your girl, Vanessa Smilez. You guys can find me on IG, as you already know. And we do have Solo Charm and Sabrina Ryan in the Brooklyn. Welcome, you guys. Welcome. And we do have someone else over here on the mic. Damien, nice to meet you. And thank you for popping the bottle. Oh, there it goes. I was missing something.
Call to the mic.
There we go. Now that part is on. So we did 1, 2, 4, 5.
Yes.
And now we have the main mic
Learning
on.
things for the new
Now
year.
people can hear. Shout out to Learning Things for the New Year's. Learning Things for the New Year's. Welcome, Damien. Welcome. Thank you for being here. This is the Smiles69Network show, and yes, we are talking about what you think it might be about when you hear the word 69. So, sex may be involved. I guess sexually explicit language may be involved. So we have a lot of things going on. Hide your kids, hide your wives.
Tomorrow anyway, put them in bed.
all of those great, amazing things. But no, today we are talking about name calling is what I kind of started to want to talk about. But I wanted to get into y'all business before we talk about name calling. What have you guys been up to?
I stole chopsticks from a Chinese restaurant today.
You're really gonna announce that? Like,
Shout out to you for getting
I
away
really
with stealing
wanted
chopsticks.
them. They were good quality. I was like,
And
damn, I
what
want these.
Chinese restaurant did
Don't
you
have her
actually
say
find
that.
chopsticks at?
You don't
Wohop.
think a restaurant.
Because I'm trying to. Wohop. Okay, so shout out to Wohop for actually having Chinese
It was so
sticks.
good.
Y'all trying to go to jail for stealing chopsticks.
Whatever, they got a
You don't
plenty.
say the name and stuff like that. Of where you,
They're not gonna miss them, right?
Like I sat
They'll be
her
fine.
They're
in
not
front
gonna
of the
miss
corner
them.
store on Park in Nostrand because she was acting crazy. I had a blue shirt on. Like, no,
They're not
you don't
gonna
do
miss
that.
those chopsticks. They have plenty more. They'll
You
be
never
okay.
know. They really may miss their chopsticks. I was eating with chopsticks the other day, actually. Shout out to Panda
Thank you.
Express. I mean, I don't think their food's that great, but I mean, whatever. But I tried to eat with the chopsticks, and I get it now because my mistake
Eating
always
food with
I
chopsticks
did
is
was
very hard.
I broke the chopsticks at the top, and I realized you're not supposed to break them at the top.
Why would you break the chopsticks?
I thought it was just a thing to package, like you just keep them.
Oh,
together.
like when you were opening it.
Yeah,
I see
because
what
I
you
would
mean.
see most Chinese people. See, it sounds so offensive. It sounds like Donald Trump and his bitch. But
No, baby, they eat with them really well.
Like they
yeah.
have them
Yeah.
open. So I'm thinking like, oh, you're supposed to have 2 sticks in your hand and supposed to go like gang signs.
Oh, like
with it.
yeah.
Like gang signs, throwing it up
Holding
and trying to
it.
eat it. Yeah, exactly.
Someone told me hold it
so
by your ring finger or something.
that's
like
what I thought, and I learned something new that you're not supposed to do that because it made it easier. But I don't know how to eat those small ass portions. But I was reading online. That's the purpose of chopsticks for you to have small portions.
Yeah,
Because
so
you can't pick up everything. I'm greedy. I can't
you
eat
don't
with
eat
that
as
shit.
much.
Give me my fork and my knife and call it a day.
Shout out to Sabrina for finding a place in New York City that actually has chopsticks at
It's
the
in
Chinese
Chinatown, Home
restaurant.
Slice.
Oh yeah, this
Oh, I
one
love
have yeah.
mooncakes.
Okay, there we
I
go.
stay getting mooncakes
Because they have a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Over there.
I'm
Dim
addicted to
sum.
them.
Yeah, I was addicted to dim sum shrimp dumplings for a long time, so I understand. I understand the grief. But no. But we're going to be talking about a lot of different stuff today, including the main topic, which is going to
Sex.
be name calling and sex.
Oh, I thought
Sex is the main topic
Okay.
all the time, but
Woohoo!
name
Shout
calling
out
is
to
what I'm
sex.
talking about.
Woohoo to the people.
Yeah, shout out to sex and people getting it. I don't know what you guys' lives are like right now because I'm on this mental thing, but I will be with you. I'm going through a drought.
I'm going through
Started
withdrawals
with
because
drought.
I ain't gonna
Started
hold
with
y'all.
drought.
Shouts to Bay. Bay, like, yo, he fucked up a whole life.
Oh.
Listen, now let me make it real clear. I'm still single, but I'm trying to give this a chance, okay?
Shout out to
There's nothing wrong
Solo
with
giving it a
that.
chance.
I'm giving it a chance for
Giving
the
it a chance. Shout out to that.
And shout out to the ex. I put this on my Snapchat, actually. Why is it that Satan always come around with the "I love you" and "I miss you" text?
Satan
Your ass
shows up.
finally move the fuck on.
Satan
And want to
does
be
show
like,
up.
you know, I care about you, and I was just in a fucked up position, and da 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 da.
It's too late.
So apologize, kiss my ass.
Hey,
That's exactly it.
Samantha.
Kiss my ass. Exactly what it is. But it fucks it up for everybody because then you start thinking like, damn, yo, what if I give it a chance? And I got a perfect dude right now in front of me, and da da. And I don't want to mess that up. And then you start being a girl and shit. I hate when niggas want to make me into a girl. Like, let me just be a nigga.
Shout out to niggas
Let me rock shit.
for turning Solo into a girl.
No, fuck y'all. for
Shout
that,
out
man.
niggas
No.
for turning
So you
into
are a girl, though.
I understand
Just
your
come to
pain.
terms with
Because
it.
just when you gotten your armor up, someone comes and they're like,
I
let's
feel
take
like
this down.
Deborah Cox. Nobody's supposed to be here. How did you get
Nobody.
here? Who sent you? Go back. Like I was trying to be single and mingle for the 99, 2000. Here you come, fucking it up on some R&B.
They got the
90s
right
shit.
key. It's always someone who has the right key or the right.
Exactly. But I will admit,
Access.
I'm enjoying this little Bay situation. It just sucks because it's kind of long distance right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it sucks. But that's my withdrawal I'm going through right now.
I love it.
Everything. It's rare you find everything being A1, and everything is A1.
I know when you're looking for like that.
And it's been a week, and I'm dying slowly.
Can niggas be called an A1 nigga? A1.
Yes, A1 steak sauce, Worcester sauce.
What is an
Peanut
A1
butter
nigga?
Oh my God, all the sauce.
Dude,
A1
man.
steak sauce.
An A1 steak sauce.
Just give me the chopsticks. Fuck you. Give me the chopsticks. Call it a day.
Oh my God. But no, like, see, when people think of name calling, immediately somebody sometimes think of bullying or they think of like being tortured.
There's
or
all
pointing-
I think about
there's
dirty
just
things
definitely.
with name calling.
Yeah, that's where my
Like,
mind goes.
I think about like
I'm like,
Jody and
name
the
Me
bed-
too.
I think
If
about, like,
someone
Jody
sent me a
and the
DM,
bed
they're
fight.
just like, "Oh, are you guys talking about bullying?" Not necessarily was where I was going with name calling. So yeah,
Everybody
Not on the
my mind
Smile
just
69
jumps on.
network. Like, no.
We don't support
Going
bullying
towards
unless
bullying?
you're a bedroom bully. We don't support bullying.
Bedroom bullying, I like that.
Hey, bedroom
Bedroom bullying.
I'm sorry. I
That's what
sound
happens when you
nothing.
let her listen
I
to
sound
you.
nothing like Adonia. I think that's the person who
Donia,
sings that.
Adonia,
There we go.
yeah.
It is him. Right. Yeah. There we go.
But
Vanessa
everybody on
just
my
needs to get
timeline,
some.
They like boo
I
babe.
do. I'm a new person. Nobody knows.
Vanessa just
But
needs to
I
get
will.
some.
I will.
She tweaking.
Shout out to my homegirl Panda because they already on my live getting lit right now. She's like, I damn sure don't say X name. Do not
Yes.
call your nigga.
I was
your
watching that
ex
show.
name.
She's Gotta Have It. I don't know if anybody's seen this
Yes.
on Netflix.
I love the movie, so I had to see the show.
I didn't see the movie, but I started watching the show, and she's calling other dudes' names as
Well,
she's
that was a
in
mistake
bed with
because-
them. But it happened more than once.
Yeah.
Right?
And she was like, oh my God,
like, what?
Mars. He's like, what? She's like, your head took me to Mars.
Bars. I was like, oh my
I was
God.
like,
Now she's
good
lying.
Cover up. That's my bitch. for
That
Good
sounds like a
cover-up.
really dope cover up though. That's funny as fuck.
And his
Like,
name was Mars, so
Yo,
it worked
but
out.
I
right.
want that head because this bitch was crying. I was like, I want some head like that. And then I got it. I was like,
Yo, she's.
Is it good to name call somebody who's giving you a good, I guess, treat or pleasure?
What
or
do you
someone,
mean?
Somebody who's eating you out really well, or
Like,
had
if you call
fucked
them
you really well,
something?
right?
Call him like what?
Like, yeah, like, what-
like Pussy Monster.
What would be appropriate or in? Oh,
Nah, Lil Wayne has that name. My bad. Lil Wayne took that name and made a song.
I think
My
Lil
bad.
Wayne would show
made
up
a
in any
song.
conversation if somebody
my
called somebody
God.
else that. I'm like, hey,
my God.
I am.
He's just enjoying this right now. He's chilling. Like he's chilling.
But no, what do you think? We need the male perspective. Like, what do you think about name calling? Like, are you okay with those type of things? Do you
In
think
bed?
females should do that, or they should
Yeah, I'm
chill
fine.
out?
Everybody gets a label. It doesn't matter who you are. Everybody gets a label.
Depending on the person, they
So
get
what
different
do you say?
labels, right?
what's the
What's
names
your
you
what's your
use?
dirty talk word in bed? What do you call them? What do you call the ladies?
Whatever they want.
when you rocking in the sheets.
They ask me, what's your name? What do you want it to be?
Vagina.
Yes, I
Why
like
one of
that.
my followers
What do
said
you want it
vagina?
to
What do you want
be?
it to be?
That's
Tell
a
me-
perfect answer right there.
Tell me what you like. I'll tell you what I like, and we'll move forward from there.
Hey, I agree with
I
that.
like that.
Compromise.
It's simple. It's simple.
I don't mind name calling. Cause see, yeah, you never want to call
love name
somebody
calling.
like you never want to say something that somebody's like,
I need it.
Like,
Like,
big-
I
like-
need dirty talk. Like there's like
Yeah.
there needs some type of dirty
I
talk.
laugh sometimes. during dirty
something,
talk.
something.
No, she's solo. She's
I'm
like,
sorry.
I laugh sometimes.
No, because like, all right, let me explain you why
You
I laugh.
laughing? She not even saying it yet.
I'm thinking about moments when I laugh. They be like, yeah, whose is this? Smacking it, and I'm like,
Whose is this? Oh man, the
Nigga,
ultimate dirty talk.
nigga, do you really want
word
to know
or
whose it
phrase?
is? Like, I don't want to tell you because
Whose
it may
is
hurt
this?
your feelings.
Whose is it really at that moment?
And it could be your dad. So I don't think you want to know. So I would think that you shouldn't ask certain questions during sex. or
That's
dirty talk.
we were talking about that last time. That's a funny one. Who's is
Right?
this?
Yeah, we
That's
did say that.
Or
Yeah.
how, this is my thing I hate. After and during sex, you like it. This is what I always tell people. Did I fucking stop you? Because that's a dumbass question.
All
If
right,
I
you
didn't
like
stop
it, it's
you during
okay.
Sex, don't ask me them dumbass.
What if
questions.
somebody called you like their little sex kitten or sex beast?
I'm gonna
Or-
laugh.
I would
because
love that.
I'm
like,
that's gonna be so weird for me.
I like all the bad words. Like all the worst
Or if
things.
you get called a sub. I love being called a sub.
I like worse. Like I just
like
need you
dirty
to
bitch.
get
I've
as
been-
bad
I've been called
Yeah,
as
bitch,
you
I
can.
had to stop. I was like, nigga, I was like, you know
Dick
what? Fuck
bitch.
it.
I even
Fuck
don't
it up.
mind.
Fuck it up.
I don't even mind the "see you next Tuesday" word. I don't even mind it.
I've gotten called
Like,
cunt before. That,
Is that a-
yeah.
oh, see you next. I was like, oh, I get it. I was like, what is that?
Sorry,
cunt?
I said it out loud. I shouldn't have probably did that. But
no,
yeah.
it's all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like.
I agree with you. I've been on that. I've been on that.
The more creative you are, the more happier I am
Do
with
you-
your words.
I agree with that. Do you think it's more acceptable for females to be called derogative names versus dudes? Because
There's a very small percentage of men who actually like that. It's a very small. It's
Right,
there,
I'm
but
okay.
it's small.
Yeah, I just want to
Bitch,
be
nigga,
clear that
take this pussy. Like, he'll be looking at me like, excuse me. all my pride.
this.
All my pride and respect just went out the
Boy,
window.
you
for myself.
dickhead.
Like, how is you, like, as a male, how after I call you my bitch, do you feel?
Like
I don't
you
think you want to
taking it
fuck
down.
me again.
Like,
If I
yeah,
be like,
some
yeah, you
dudes might be
bitch, nigga,
upset.
take this pussy. Like, I don't think you're gonna want to have
I
sex
can't
with me
stand to
again
see what
after
he
that.
did.
I feel
There's
like
just
you're gonna be
that
highly offended.
small percentage of dudes that like it, and those small percentage of dudes usually pay to get called those things.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
because
Very
nobody
small.
fucking does that in real life. Like,
I think most men don't mind. As long as they're getting some, they don't care. They don't
That's
care.
a fact. They probably
Thanks
don't
for
even
the
pay
male
attention.
perspective being around. It's like, I
Niggas
don't
don't even
care
remember
what
your
Call
she
me
calls
whatever
me.
you want, as long as I'm getting it.
Niggas
I'm
don't
getting it.
no.
I don't
care
remember your
what she
name.
calls
He don't
me.
give a fuck what your
Like
name is as long as he's getting pussy. Because that's when you'll become babe and boo and oh
Right?
my
You
god.
should. You do. If you give a good pussy, you become bae. You do. You become bae immediately.
Shout out to
That's what
Brittany.
happens.
Brittany says I feel so uncomfortable during dirty talk.
Some people don't know how to do it. I've been in a few situations where I'm like, trying to like I start saying stuff and then they're just like, yeah. Yeah, I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
sometimes
what? Yeah, what? Like, what? Say, give me
The
something.
weirdest
But I'm
thing.
okay with the sub because that shows somebody's personality. So I'm okay with that too because it's like, all right, some guy can still be into it, but he's not
Yeah.
verbal. So I'm like,
The
I'm okay
weirdest
with
thing
that.
It's
for
just
me
weird, awkward for
is-
me.
The
You're out there. I get what
non-verbal,
you mean,
that's
yeah.
the weirdest thing. Like, I can honestly tell y'all a story. So
Or at
it's
least
like the-
moan and grunt
it's like
or
the
something.
second time.
Yeah,
I
you
gave
have to be
head.
vocal.
It was the second time I gave head, and I was in a car. Yes, I had moments. I was in a car.
Everybody had their.
We've all had a car
And
moment
we
before.
all had a car
Everybody has
moment.
a car moment.
Shout out to the trucks, Cadillacs. Appreciate
All the
you,
cars
Jeep
out
Wranglers,
there.
everything
Cadillacs.
like that.
The
I
seats
had
that go
outside the station
down.
one time with
the
my
seats
ex
that
nigga.
go down. Shout
I was
out to
outside.
those.
Remember that time I was at the station? I went downstairs after my
Oh.
person came. It was like an hour later. Everybody was like, "What the fuck were you doing?" I was like, "We were just in the car talking."
I respect that.
Yeah.
honesty. I
But that was
respect
my man
honesty.
at the time, so I could do that shit. That was my man. But anyway, so the second time I gave head, dude growled at me, and I didn't know how to feel about that. She was like,
I
"Ugh."
love
was
the
like,
grunt. I heard that one time. I was like, oh my god.
I stopped everything.
That
I was like,
changed
did
my
you
life.
just growl at me?
Like, he
Oh.
growled or he grunted?
No,
A
my nigga,
grunt,
that was
I
a
like.
That was a
growl.
growl.
That shit was like a
We
grizzly
growl
grr. I was like, the
sometimes.
fuck?
Growl?
Like, are you coming? Are you hurt? Like, what just happened? That you
A
growled at me
growl
like
is
that?
hard
growl.
to stomach.
Yeah, a growl is awkward. It's like, okay, you're a werewolf right now. I wasn't aware of the role play we
I
were
don't want you
doing.
to touch my pussy.
Right,
and
was
you're
I
growling.
supposed to turn into a beast? Like, what was supposed to happen?
Because I don't know what the hell you're about to do if you get in the pussy when you're growling like this.
Yeah,
like,
you're not about to be
attack
growling and then eat my no.
me and try
yeah.
to attack me. Like, no.
I hate when
thank
guys
you.
I hate when guys are like that they think moaning is gay. I'm like, I fucking love girls like to
Yeah,
know
I
that they're
don't-
doing a good job too.
Exactly.
Like,
You
Yeah,
want to hear
yeah.
something?
But you
If
just
you hear
can't do
growling,
the.
if you hear growling,
I'll be
you're
sitting
doing
like
a
Nick.
good job.
Okay, he's all right.
If you hear growling, you're doing a good
did.
job. All right?
Thank you. Growling means good job. Growling means good job. I like.
That's beyond moaning.
That's a confidence. Yeah, that's
That's-
true.
that's
Because it's
it.
like
That's it right
that's
there.
that plateau. That's like
That's
right.
right there.
Damn it, see, now
It's
that she
over
has
there.
sound effects, so I give myself a clap.
I like
and a
that.
gunshot and all kinds of shit.
Growling. Oh my god, that is terrible.
Okay, Brittany said, like, where he's like, I'm a good boy, and he wants me to act like his mama and weird stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, no, I'm out. I agree, I'm out. I'm all the way out.
What's the difference between mama and daddy? Females call guys daddy.
I can't call a guy daddy. Because my father is who I call daddy. And the first thing I'm going to divert
yeah,
back to is my father.
I don't call my
laugh,
dad
'cause
that
it's
for a
true.
reason.
Honestly, the minute I started calling a male outside of my father, daddy, I immediately start calling my dad.
I call my dad.
Dad.
I call my dad Papa Dukes.
Or
It's
I
Papa
immediately
Dukes.
switched
Or-
that.
or
I was like,
father.
Dad, hey, Dad.
Or father,
Hey,
I am
Dad.
your father.
I say Pops or Papa Dukes
I
now.
don't even
That's
call my
it.
dad daddy anymore. I get what you mean.
Yeah, Papa Dukes, like, you know, like, that's my
Yeah.
buddy, like, you my pops,
Pops,
like, that's it.
Pop Dukes, yeah.
Daddy is out the window.
I don't even want to
Someone
call
else.
me mommy.
Hey,
Like, that's
yes,
weird. Like,
women.
even when I used to fuck with Hispanic dudes, like, a nigga called me mommy. Like,
Yeah, I feel like
you
that's
call your
cultural,
mommy
though. You
mommy.
can't
Like,
really...
no, because they call their mommy, and they'll call their girl
Spanish
mommy.
dudes call
and I'd be like,
random
no,
girls mommy.
no,
Like, I don't really think mommy is like, I don't know.
Or
I
I
mom.
don't really mind it. It depends on the situation, I
But
feel
like,
like.
I can't hold.
If you're wearing a diaper in front of me, I'm
never-
going to be like, please.
Yeah, we
Please.
please don't show up in nobody's bedroom with a
With
diaper.
a diaper,
on.
right.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Shout out to Kaya. He said women talk more shit than men in the bedroom. Is that really true?
I don't know. That's usually the case for me. I'm usually the one doing all the shit talking.
I
like,
mean, I would think so because technically they always say that women are more emotional than men. So I believe that might be a natural reaction out of that.
But when I think of that,
But
like,
guys, I feel like are always the ones to initiate. You know.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you though.
A
When I
lot
think
of
of
the
girls
time.
talking dirty, I think about Scary Movie, the part of the movie when she's like, "You want me to talk dirty to you, right? I'm gonna take this. Yeah, I'm gonna sit on your stomach." No, front. You'd be like, "Wait, bitch, whoa there, but you went a little too far." Like, I don't
Or a
feel like
homegirl at the
females-
back of the postal truck and
She's like, "Don't let me
be a man
drink."
society.
Cause I get a little crazy. I'm not one for the dirty talk though. I've never been able to open my mouth and be like that unless I'm bitching out a nigga. Now, if I bitch out a nigga, I have had moments where I bitch out niggas where I be like, yo, shut the fuck up and eat this pussy. Like I've done that before. But if it's somebody I really care for, I'll be like, damn, I don't want him to think I'm mean. Like I don't want to treat him like how I
So it
treat the
depends
last
on
nigga.
who it is
So, yeah,
that
that's-
determines what you say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense. But what is how do you know that you went too far with, you know, name calling or dirty talk or
If
something
he doesn't
like that?
call you again.
That's a good
Or if he sends you a text like we need to talk.
And
You
I
a little
want to hear
disrespectful.
from y'all. Like, what's the worst thing that you've said during sex, or something that was sexual to somebody else?
I don't know.
I'm
You
trying to think
don't
of it myself, but I'm trying to think
'Cause
like what
usually-
was the worst thing?
You don't. Y'all
No,
guys
because
don't know.
I have
in your
an
profession,
idea.
like, in your past profession and in your profession.
Because
how is it that you don't know?
Because I was getting paid to say those things. It's
Exactly. So
different.
is it really? I understand. It's okay.
like now it's like
If you
in
give me $5, I'll do all the nasty.
In my
talking.
I will say what you
Just
want
call
me to say.
1-800
Like,
freak nasty.
and even then, like some of the things that they would want me to say, I'm like, I can't say that. Like
hey,
that
you
was
say
just
you don't want to. GS say you don't want to treat him like a mouthpiece. The home guy from last week.
Every nigga could be a mouthpiece. You have a mouth, you have a tongue. If I want to ride your face, you're a mouthpiece.
Oh my god.
I said it last week, and that's why he threw it back in my face this week.
Oh my god.
It's just you go from different levels. You go from dick
And
to
then you
mouthpiece,
turn into.
or mouthpiece to dick. Then you can go to
my
potential. Then from potential, you can go to potential bae.
in Solo's world.
And then potential
In
bae, you can turn into
Solo's
boyfriend.
you should write a book. So
I really should. I'm going.
Y'all writing this down?
We need your
You're
thoughts on
writing this down?
Tumblr too.
Yes.
We
Oh.
need your
Make a
thoughts on
Tumblr account.
Tumblr.
I'm gonna make one.
But no,
I don't know. Like I've never like in my personal life, I don't think I've ever said anything that someone wasn't okay with. That has not happened yet, and I hope it never
So
does.
Daniel's logic is true. Anything that is said by a female,
But it's
okay,
just that
but
awkward thing when it's
still-
not reciprocated. Then I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up then, because
Yeah.
like
If there's a silence, yeah, like you just.
I feel like I'm the only one doing this shit.
Go
Right?
harder. I'm just sitting there like.
I'm like, I guess I'm the only one enjoying
Right,
this.
does it-
I asked you a question.
But does it? All right. So do you need to have an answer? That's another question, or a response.
I mean, give me a wave, give me a head nod or eye roll.
So you're getting up if somebody doesn't like respond.
It's just when you're too quiet, it's just weird. I'm like, all right, like, I'm a vocal person, so it's
The only
like
time
you
you,
gotta
need to be
feed off
quiet
of
is
the
if
energy a
you're
little
sneaking. That's the only time you need to be quiet is if you're sneaking. Like I was sneaking in the living room, and
right.
the whole family was home. It was a Netflix chill moment, and there was a lot more chill than Netflix. But
Those things never
you
work
gotta be listening
out.
for doors to open. You gotta be like, yeah,
Netflix.
and then you'll start hearing. Or happened, and then it'll be
then they
slow.
go.
Like, wait, somebody open the door. Somebody
Oh
open the
my
door.
god.
Wait, go check real quick, and it fucks up the whole moment, but it kind of
Yeah.
exaggerates it because it's like, yeah, I get caught.
Yeah, you get caught.
Or
Or
then
you're
how
like
you gonna
looking out,
explain
like the element of
to a child
excitement.
or somebody that walks into the room when you're on top. Like, how you explain this? I don't-
To a man, here's how it is. We got to figure out, are you giving us instruction? Do you want to have a conversation? You know, is narrative. So we have to figure out, because sometimes we talk and they're like, shut up. Like, okay, what do you want us to do? You know?
Like,
so
where
we got to
am I
figure
at?
out first,
I
you're
just want you to
instructing
shut the
us,
fuck.
you know?
So it's like the female, she leads, and then like we're like guys, as far as I mean, in the bedroom, they're just like going along with it more so.
Basically.
I was gonna say, where's
Basically.
Tone? Because I need Father Tone's input. Where's Tone?
I like that idea though, because I mean,
I need a guy who's just like, let's do this. Like
I thought
you
you
know,
were
like
saying,
I
dude that
depends on
flings
your
me across
energy.
the room. I
That's-
say no.
No,
Don't fling
no.
me across the room. She's like,
I've been okay with that.
let's just do this. Like
in my life.
like I need
I've been
like
okay.
dominance. Like I can't.
Because I'm kind of like that too. Like I'm in the mindset of like I'm gonna go along with kind of where
Yeah.
you're at. I'm not gonna be too off or on to what I really want, but I'm gonna kind of try to go with what is existing to
Yeah,
to
like-
keep the energy going. Like if somebody's like cool, laid back, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god,
I'm like
F you, you
naturally
cunt, or whatever the case may
submissive,
be.
so
Sometimes
it's like
when
one of
they're
those
cool, laid
things.
back, you gotta
Yeah.
take
What you mean? Huh?
that doesn't sound right. That sounds like rape.
A little rape is
Little rape. ain't
Little
that
rape
bad.
play ain't that bad.
That's not hard
If it's
nobody.
consensual
Like,
rape,
If it's
people-
consensual.
if it's a
Little
little
rape.
consensual
Role play.
rape, that's
Role
cool.
play.
Right, role play is what I really want to
Role play.
say. I don't want
Okay,
to say
they were gonna
rape.
say that role play raping,
We were joking.
not
we
raping.
were
We
joking.
don't support rapers. No,
We were joking.
We're talking about consensual rape.
Yes, consensual rape between
Right.
partners that was warranted. That's just
like not
very
when she break up
forced.
with you. She gonna try to go to the police and say you raped her.
Yeah.
No, not that.
she's gonna actually think about it the next day
So
and
like,
want it to happen
damn,
again.
that
That
was
type
good.
of situation.
He needs to
Yes.
be a raper again.
Yes, that type of situation.
Like
That's the
aggressive.
one.
I like aggressive sex though. Aggressive sex.
Yeah,
is cool.
aggressive sex. That's where we're going.
Yeah, but not SVU.
So instead of pineapples, what's another name call or
do you
word?
really say pineapples?
Who does? I'm just
Kevin
saying.
Hart.
Shout out to Kevin Hart for starting pineapples for everybody in the bedroom.
I'd be like fruit salads. That's
but what's something else that because no one's ever came up with anything else that people actually.
How about
I used to
stop?
have a safe word. She said, "How about stop?" She
I thought that was the word that ends everything. Stop. If she says stop or no, stop.
Because if you're doing, like, for instance, the rape role play, and you say stop, in that kind of situation, stop wouldn't really make the person stop. So that's why you need the other word.
So say
that way
jail.
They
Yeah.
know.
That nigga stop
She
when
said
you say
jail.
A nigga stopped in jail.
Monopoly?
No,
So that person knows it's
You play
serious.
too much. Just leave me alone.
Mine used to be sushi. Like,
What?
That's kinda cool.
Long time
Sushi,
ago.
I like that.
Sushi. But that was when I was, like, getting, like,
Sushi.
I like sushi.
whipped and shit.
nice.
Like,
Oh, I thought it was when you were getting sushi.
That's
Sorry.
kind of cute.
sushi,
That's
I
not that
don't know.
many
It was just, we both agreed on it. It was like, all right,
Wait,
well, it's
no.
sushi.
Sushi. That's not that many syllables. That actually
Shout out
is
to
kinda
Dream.
nice.
Dream says I say blue.
So how does it work when you can't talk?
Like blue, hot 42, blue,
Hands.
blue.
Hands.
I did have
tied
relations
up.
with a deaf guy before, and we
Blinks.
started through text. So I'm trying to remember how it was, but it was very dark. So I don't
Now, if you got all
You said you had
sense,
sex with a wait, what?
relations with a guy who was deaf. Yeah.
So you would have to like put the light on.
He
or
couldn't
something.
talk. I remember when he opened the
No,
door. I
I'm
tried,
being so
and I still tried to
serious.
talk to him. I'm so stupid, but
I'm being serious. You have to like have like a blinking light or something like
No,
or something
yo,
like, to
you
alert them.
no, we were all through text. Like everything was like completely through text. Like I showed up, it was through text. Like
Wait, so you had text
everything.
sex? And he
yeah,
didn't touch
everything was through text. Like every single thing was
You? So
through
you
text. He
sat
never
there
spoke
like
to me.
harder.
Well, no,
Same.
not like when I got there before we had relations. He got rid of his cell
That's what it
phone.
made it sound like. She just.
But
started
I'm
laughing.
saying like
serious.
we got together through text messages. Like that's how everything started. I remember that vividly. He was in Bushwick. I'm not gonna put him on blast, but he was in Bushwick. Yeah, and I don't remember like we didn't say anything. So that's why I'm saying he had grunts and like moans, like he did still have sounds.
Yeah,
but there
yeah.
was no.
They usually do. They have like little sounds that they do.
Right. Yeah. But there was no like he didn't say any words. Like that was, and it wasn't bad. So that's like why my thing. And like with name calling, I'm like, is it sometimes even necessary? That's something else that I think about. Can you go without? Like,
I just need noise.
She's like,
I need
okay,
you to be
noise
verbal
is
like
good.
me.
Everybody
Yeah.
says she's wild, and she said a deaf guy. Yes, she said a deaf guy. Deaf people need sex too.
Right.
And
They do.
There ain't nothing wrong with them
and
just because they
everybody.
can't hear you.
Like, I know one guy that's in a wheelchair. I swear to God, to this day, can't even hold you.
I've
He
never
could-
had sex with a guy in a
He
wheelchair.
could get it. And like,
Oh my God.
we used to talk, and I would like lay next to him, and I could feel his dick hard, everything. I'd be like, Jesus.
See, they
but
still
then I'd
got
be
it.
like,
Still got it.
damn, how does this work? Would I have to
You
get
gotta
up-
put the
figure it
brakes
out,
on it.
right?
You gotta put the brakes on it and get up on there.
Like,
Don't make
like,
sure it
no,
don't
I'm
move.
dead ass serious. Like,
Hold
would I
on.
have to- would I have to jump on top?
Hold
Would
on.
I lay to the side? Could he like?
I
cuff
guess
me?
there's ways.
Like, yeah, it has to be ways. But like, my thing is like, how would that work? Like,
But I always think about it like this: if you were handicapped, would you want to not get off? Like, would you
I
want
am.
to not? Like,
I am.
Yeah.
I
I
would
would
find out how to
definitely
get
want to.
myself off, and then I could figure out how to get somebody else off.
I like that.
No, I'm being serious because I feel like that's something
Yes.
that you really should. That's something that kind of like you should know, especially in a predicament like that, because you may not have feeling down there or something like that. So you need to learn how to honestly be pleased yourself
Right.
before you please somebody else. But I know
Agreed.
some guys that are like that, and they're kind of like they don't like they can't bust nuts, they can't do whatever it is due to conditions or whatever it is that they have going on, and they're more pleasers than anything. Like they mentally kind of get off, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
Some
yeah,
people
that's why
like that
people
too.
do like fetishes and stuff like that because it's more like mind over body type of thing. Like
Right.
your mind goes to other places, and that's
So would
like
that
you,
mean
your,
my fetish
your
is,
euphoric
like,
high.
Wheelchairs?
Yeah, that's kind of like watching porn.
Would
too.
that mean my fetish is wheelchairs?
It could.
It could be.
You could have a
And
handicap
you-
fetish.
If I see that,
Her face. She's like, no.
Somebody bring in a wheelchair.
That feels like so. It feels like I'm a different type of pervert or something. Like, I'm lusting for a nigga that's in a wheelchair.
it's
like
all
a whole
right.
different.
We all
Would
got
you
our
ever?
thing.
Would you ever do it with a midget?
I feel like they're in
Yes.
the right height requirement of where they need to be for me to be happy. But
Rumor has it that
I
their
don't
stuff stays
know.
pretty big
I
because
don't
they're
Really?
so tiny.
I thought it would be so small. Really?
No.
big things come in small packages.
Yeah.
That is true.
But it's not the same for some short
That
niggas.
is true.
My thing is though, I don't. All right, listen. Some of my exes have been short, and some of them have been able to hit spots.
Not all
But
short.
some
things
of
come in
them
short
have
packages.
not been able to hit spots. Or they'll jump on me and I'll feel like, I hate to say it like this is gonna sound so
Jump
bad,
on
like-
you? Why they jumping on?
Like if they're hitting it from the back
Like
and they're
a-
short.
yeah.
First off, this is
they're
I
short.
really want to know. Since
That's
it's
some
really a
guys do that
sidebar.
with a girl who has
Why
like
do
extra
short
ass.
dudes have high beds? I don't understand
It's
why
a Napoleon
you have
They
a
want to
high
be
bed.
off.
You have to get
Right.
a running.
The
start
Napoleon
jump
complex
to get
is
on your bed.
real.
I've dated a guy and dealt with that situation, and I'd be sitting here like, nigga, like, I could touch the floor, you can't. You want me to be bent over this bed? You can't do this shit. This is not made for you. Like, nigga, help me, help you understand. Like, it's not for you. This is not the territory you need
But
to try
they're
to touch.
trying. They're trying. They're trying to make
You can't try when I'm getting this.
just like our president.
I'm
Our president's
getting
trying.
This is not gonna work.
Stop it! I
This
can't.
example. This is the example. This is me. This is you. This shit here is not gonna work.
They have to have
This
some
shit
kind of
here
leverage.
is not
They
gonna
have to
work.
have some kind of leverage.
It has to. Like your dick has to reach my vagina in some way, shape, or form.
Well, maybe they
And
could
it
get
doesn't
footing.
happen.
They
It
can get
doesn't happen.
footing. They could probably get footing. They could sometimes do that.
Where you can't reach the floor. So how do you get footing?
Pillows.
That
Step
shit-
stool.
Right.
Step
It's
stool.
not-
Nick, like exactly. Have the tools if you want to be this person. Have the tools for it.
Having tools is definitely important. Just like the hoe in church. She was licking balls out there.
Can we play that, please?
Like that.
we play
That was
that?
amazing.
No, that's really my video. She was like,
That is amazing.
I was coming home from school drunk, and
Hold on,
and
we
I
gotta
was
play this for
having
y'all
Sex
because
with men's.
that shit was
I
funny.
was prostituting. I was licking men's bowels. Pastor was like, listen, you know what? Take the microphone down. Lord God.
This is something we
Make a
cannot do.
We ain't doing this in church on Sunday.
Oh my
Not
God.
today.
Solo, you recorded on your page, didn't you?
It's on my Instagram page. I posted.
You
I was
broke
like,
for
I
that.
can't with instant.
But she labeled herself. She
They
labeled
made-
herself. What she call herself?
but-
A prostitute or a hoe?
All right, sidebar. In all honesty, church is supposed to be somewhere where you could be yourself and you could put your
Yeah, it
demons
should
out
be a
there.
safe
and you're supposed to be
place.
accepted. It's a safe place.
He should have.
I
That's
feel
why I
what
said
the
he should let her
pastor did
finish.
was very disrespectful by putting the mic down.
He should have let her finish.
This is why most people sometimes feel like they don't want to go to church because it's very judgmental for them. They feel really scared to be themselves in church. Now, that was my sidebar. I was raised in church. I happen to
Especially
not really go like that now, but I believe in God. So sidebar. Love you, God. Love you, Jesus. All right, back to the sex.
If like if it's supposed to be like a safe place, like you should be able to like confess, you know, your sins and shit like that without people looking at you differently. Like,
But I ain't gonna lie. If I would have came to church Sunday morning, somebody
I
was
would
like,
have been laughing.
I was licking men's balls. The whole choir would have been like,
Ooh.
I
should we sing a
respect
song
her.
now or
Should
no?
we?
Should we sing a
I
song? No.
respect her. She gave out her heart and soul.
That's a fact. Shout out to the girls that's licking men's balls.
Yes.
God still
She's
loves
not
you.
alone. That girl is not alone. Now, my question to y'all is, because, you know, girls always call guys a hoe, and 21 Savage was out there with the sign and shit.
That
Do
nigga
you
said
guys
I like
think
hot
that-
sauce
He's-
on my
it's-
chicken.
it's just because
and I
he's
put
dating
hot
Amber
sauce on
Rose.
my
No, this
titties.
nigga said he's fasting on eating pussy.
He-
I have no respect for
He
21
can't
Savage
say
right now.
nothing. He
At
said
all.
he fasted on eating pussy. He put hot sauce on
No.
chicken, which is good. But then he put hot sauce on her titties. I'm lost on 21 Savage.
I don't eat hot sauce, so that
He's
that's your
dating
problem.
Amber Rose. That's why he had that fucking
He
sign.
can't say no shit like he don't eat pussy and he date Amber Rose.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, I think
I
it's
highly
just
doubt
for
that.
joke.
Y'all
I
Y'all
really
do
doubt
know it's
that.
entertainment, right?
Uncle Toe always
It's
comes
like
in.
it's like entertainment.
Why do you come in with the
Like-
Out
logic?
of left
I'm
You
field.
just
come in
saying.
with the logic and ruin all of
It's
our possibilities.
But it's like
entertainment.
God, like where did you come from? Nobody said you speaking over nothing.
Come on.
Like, he's popping.
You
Let me
know.
let you know.
It's like the voice.
Come on, Bree.
Just so
God
you
has
know.
spoken.
What?
You know it's entertainment.
I know
It's
that.
entertainment.
But
You know,
just
that's like
saying.
Like to believe.
that's like the guys that be out there, yo, bang bang, shoot him up, kill him, kill him, kill him.
And they really just be
And
home
you-
like
you
with
know.
their kids, like
It's
Right.
scared of roaches. Can't
You
even
know,
step on a damn roach.
Sabrina be beating him up. One of my artists just beat her boyfriend up recently. But either way, that's neither
He
here
must
nor
have
there.
deserved this. Shout outs to her.
You know, so
Punk ass niggas.
Shit
so
going
he's
on.
so 21 Savage is eating pussy. Trust me.
I agree with you. That's
Right.
why I'm saying that statement was completely inaccurate. I do not believe that he's standing by that, and I don't agree with anybody.
Right.
who's
That's, I
singing
mean,
that.
that's like this girl, you know, deep
Amber
throating
Rose
the
is
Sprite
not gonna-
can. Like she ain't deep throating the Sprite can. We know
Nigga,
that.
Sprite can
I'm just
disappear in
saying.
my mouth.
That's
It's
true.
entertainment.
Right? Yeah, you're
Come
just
on.
giving the appeal as if
That's
you
like
are.
that's like me going to what's that? Let's name one of them. I'm not familiar with the culture, right? So, Aces.
Let's learn about the
right?
culture.
Like I'm going to
Oh, the
Aces.
strip club?
I always want to go to Onyx in
thinking-
Atlanta.
Who?
It's
Onyx.
closed now. Shout out
Onyx.
to Aces and
Okay, or Strokers. I'm going to Strokers, and I'm thinking I'm coming out of Strokers stroking. No, 99% of guys that go to the strip club that have these fantasies,
They're
that's what the
stroking
girls
before
are
they
selling.
get it.
Are
They
you
selling the fantasy of
That you might get
You
stroked.
might get stroked.
But you're not
But-
getting
You're
stroked.
not getting
But
stroked.
if you pay enough
Gotcha.
money in the champagne room,
You will get stroked. You will get stroked in the champagne.
Most of these bitches, you
I
pay
be
enough
stroking.
money, they will be stroked.
I be-
Exactly.
I don't stand in that
They will be
category.
stroking.
I don't know what goes on out there, but I'm
Oh,
just
God.
there's some stroking
They
going
will
on.
be towing, stroking,
I told you, there was like 5
Poking,
girls that got arrested
Licking
from my place.
balls.
licking men's balls.
Oh my Jesus.
Yo, that's going down in history as the statement of the year, right?
She did the damn thing though.
Again, it's on my page.
Oh, it is on your page. Shout out to Solo for follow Solo Charm, you guys on IG. She stay putting up stuff. So follow Sabrina Ryan for sexy pictures. There it goes.
Out there prostituting, licking his balls. Licking his balls. Licking his balls.
Put the horns on it.
I'm a backslider, y'all.
Wait, are you Millie rocking? Yo, I can't. I'm Millie rocking. Really fucking up.
I'm not Millie rocking. I'm just
She bitty bopping.
that.
I
Yeah,
just wanna
that
know
thing. That
Who
thing.
took the time out of the day to make this video and clip it with all these other videos?
But it's name calling. Is it not name calling?
What?
If she called it to herself,
She was
she
licking
called herself a
men's
prostitute.
balls.
And she said she was licking
She said
balls.
she was prostituting.
So if she says it herself, is it still considered name calling?
No, that's a noun.
I guess somebody else has to say it.
That was her job. That was
You
her.
was licking men balls. Like,
That was her profession.
that
I
was
mean,
your profession. That's a
These
noun.
professions.
if
Are
she
you- are you-
didn't do it, who else?
Are you
was
ready
gonna
for a
do
break?
it?
I don't mind taking a break.
You ready? Let's take a break.
I can go all
I got like
day.
two songs to play.
I want to hear
Check, 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 check. All right. Shouts to Smoother. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
Smooth
yes.
is a talent. Like, he's a beast, and I think a lot of people do sleep on him. A lot of songs in
I
Brooklyn.
don't know. I ain't never slept on a guy, but
You know,
I sleep on women.
okay.
It's
so-
Smile69 Network show. Come on, let's get it.
We're sleeping still? We don't sleep
Hello?
during
Oh, there we
sex.
go.
If you sleep during sex, that's really bad.
But sleep after sex is necessary. Like, you can't get up and just start doing stuff.
What you
when
mean?
I
You mean like doing
masturbate,
stuff as such as what?
I go to sleep for at least 10 to 15 minutes before I wash dishes. And I know Uncle Tone hates dishes in the sink. He's told me about that. Every time I look at my dishes in my sink, I think about Uncle Tone. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta wash my dishes.
Hate dishes in the sink.
Niggas hate dishes
Hate
in
them
the sink.
goddamn dishes. Who left the motherfucking spoon in the sink? What? I'm the person that like I'll wash my
A
dish.
spoon and dishes is two completely
I'll
different things.
wash my dish.
Oh,
I'm
that's-
not washing
no.
your dish.
Don't you dare.
It depends. Because some people like to put 15 fucking dishes in the sink and not clean their shit. And then we'll tell you to wash all the dishes because you put a fork in the sink. No. Wash your own goddamn
That
dish.
sounds way too familiar.
Wash your own goddamn dish. Who told you to cook?
That's too much.
Who told you to cook? Because I didn't eat
That
your
might be a
food.
little bit too much.
No, if I eat the food, then I'm like, damn.
I feel guilty, like you have to wash. Like at that time, that's how I feel.
Like, damn, I fucked up in
My
life.
dad be setting me up and he know it. He know
Shout
it.
out to Papa
He be
Dukes.
chefing it and then he be like, can you clean the dishes? I'm like, man,
always
they're
do
touching
that.
the ceiling. Like,
Or they'll be like, the least you could do is wash a dish after I
Right.
cook this meal. First of all, I didn't ask you to do that.
Damn.
I didn't ask you
It's
to do
always
that.
good.
First of all,
It was good.
it's always good.
That's
He
really
cooks so good. It's like poison.
wow.
Food is poison sometimes.
It's so good. It's like poison.
It's like, cause it's like, damn, like it should be killing me. Like that should be
like,
good.
I
Like I'd be like,
can't
that goes
I
up one of
can't
those
stop.
corny
I gotta
ass
keep
funny
going.
jokes. It goes right up there with that.
you can always look
Shout
to
out
me
to
for the
everybody.
corniness.
I love the corniness.
Hey, corny niggas.
I like corny.
Damn.
Corny niggas got good
Not
credit
just you,
scores.
just corny niggas in general. Yo, shout out to Hershey. She was telling me,
Corny
well,
niggas
she
got
had
good
posted on
credit
her
scores.
IG a dumbass story about how a dude tried to talk to her. He was like, yo, ma, you need something to drink? And she's like, what the hell are you talking about? He's like, because it's cold out here. You not thirsty? You
What?
You don't want nothing hot to drink?
Oh,
She's
that
like,
was
nigga, you outside. Like, if y'all gonna come with the bullshit for this year,
They're trying.
He said, you
Please,
thirsty? It's cold
please,
outside. What?
please, please,
I
please
want to
try
say he
another
tried,
method.
but he didn't really. That wasn't really a try right there.
Oh, maybe his nerves got the best of him or something.
That was just
That's
like,
like
I had
another
to say
name
something.
called because thirsty could mean so many different things. Thirsty could really be like offensive depending on how you say it or when you
I
say
want
it.
the vagina or I want the dick. I have
Oh,
no
this
real
nigga
way
was
to go about
thirsty
it. That's
or
the
this
translation
bitch
for
was
thirsty. So we're just gonna throw something out there. Thirsty.
Thirsty.
I'm
But
like
no.
15 pictures to hope that you realize I like 15 pictures.
You want some water
maybe
or
you'll
something like
I
that?
ask niggas all the time, like you parched,
You're
you little
looking a little
parched,
parched.
you little parched. You want a
Looking a
little,
little
little water or
parched.
something? Cause your ass is thirsty.
Yo, did y'all see Trump drink water when he was on stage like a few weeks ago? That shit was so funny. Like he looked like he was tackling the water glass.
I'm just
like,
sick of that man
like-
in general. He's gonna get us killed.
He's
But no.
annoying.
But
He's an asshole for
But
what
what did he
said.
say that, I mean, outside of the things historically, what did he say recently
So,
that, objectifies him as
I didn't
an
get to see
official
the
name
whole
caller?
thing because once I hear Trump, I turn off my TV.
Usually I do
But
too.
apparently he said something to the definition of people that coming here from shithole countries.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was a
that's what he
comment? I
said,
did
yeah.
see that, yeah. did see
Now, in case, let's get a little history lesson because anybody that knows me knows I love history. I had AP history in college and high school.
Okay, I just want to verify that. Well, not verify, but let the people know that there's a lot of videos on Pornhub that females are in where they're yelling at dudes, telling them to eat their shithole. Just want to put
Okay,
out
that
there
was
for the
really
people
like that was for the last
to
combo,
know
not this one.
that's- I mean, being that we're talking about shitholes, like the fact
Oh, I get it. I get
that
the
is
connection
what
now.
that
I
is.
get the connection.
there's
'Cause you lost
actually
me.
females
You lost me.
telling dudes to eat their shithole. Like I've heard that. in
Okay, because you really
videos.
fucking lost me for a second. But I get it now. I'm here. We're
Just
here
wanted
now.
to throw that out there, but let's resume.
So,
let's resume.
if we break down the Caucasians that are in America, we would see that, they're white. That's cool, whatever. Now, if we break down the races that these white people are, ethnicity, nationality, backgrounds, everything like that, they are minorities. And their countries are shitholes most of the time.
Yeah.
Let's be real about it. They're poverty-stricken countries that a lot of people come from. Cool,
But
no
I say don't
problem.
call any
But
country a
because
shithole.
black people and Hispanics are seen as minority because we don't, claim it as a whole black people, because we all break it down to where we're from, West Indians, everything like that, or
Everything's
Hispanics from every other
separated.
country, Spain, everything like that. We get broken down as minorities. So, people, learn your history and pay attention to your government because you're fucked right now.
I think you thought more than him. I don't even think
Even he doesn't think.
No, he just talks.
Somebody
I
used to
don't think it was
do
like
thinking
a-
from him, and not that white girl who's
that
always
far.
going to the stage. She get on my fucking nerves. She's like, I don't think the president. I don't think that you know what the president thinks because I don't think you think by your damn self either. Anyway, so for me, that's very offensive and disrespectful because this country is built on immigrants, and the reason why immigrants came here is because their country's technicality, if you want to say this word, are shitholes. So you're basically degrading your whole United Nations, every other fucking person that's in this country that built this shitty ass country that came from a shithole country.
Yeah. I mean,
I find it
as
very
a
offensive.
president, I
And
just
then
think you should be
technically, when
more
you think about
objective.
it, America robbed most of these shithole countries to put them in shithole predicaments because of the fact that you took gold, you took lumber, you took all the resources, and you started slave trades with most of these countries.
Yeah.
So, and then you put
But that's-
taxes on the
that's-
ports and things
that's-
like that. Like, come on, stop the
But
bullshit.
that's deeper than what exactly he did. I just think like name calling in general, like
He's just an idiot.
yeah, you just have to be sensitive, no matter if you're, I feel like in the bedroom, for me, I feel like you don't have to be that sensitive in the bedroom, but when it comes to public space, I feel like you have to be more sensitive.
You should know
when
when
it
to
comes
shut the
to name
fuck up
calling
and when to
stuff
talk.
like that.
There's a time and place for
Agreed.
everything. Shut the fuck up and know when to talk.
But I feel like in the bedroom, it's kind of off limits until you feel the energy of the partner. That's
Or for
That might
Donald
be
Trump's
different.
case, like he should learn how to talk like a fucking president and not like a
Agreed.
fucking bully, like
Yeah.
after everyone that isn't him. Like,
agreed.
It's
You know what it was
fucking-
too? His campaign was so based on realistic thoughts and all this other shit like that, saying things that people want to say but won't say. And I think that's the reason why he feels the shit is okay now. Because
real
he got
fucking
into the
reality
White
he's
House
speaking
being an
for.
asshole, and now he's in the White House being an asshole. So technically, people can't be mad who voted for him that he's being an asshole now because he gave you the red flags. He gave you the red, white, and blue flags, and you still wouldn't put his ass in office, and that's why you have the results you have now.
My question is though, what do you guys think he calls Melania during sex?
oh my god, I honestly I don't even think they have sex.
I don't either.
She's like
interaction
sex.
is so
Oh
weird.
wait,
They probably have the most vanilla
wanna have
fucking sex
with
ever.
me? Like, they do look
I
like she
think
looks
that
like
she's probably
get
past
off.
that moment.
Get
she's
off.
probably past that time. Like, you know what?
She's like, you know what? He pays for my tits, so it's fine. Like, honestly, like,
Just let him go.
let him get in, get off, get out. Like, honestly, that's how I feel. Like,
I'm really like, I don't
Oh,
want to think
that's-
about
that's
that. 'Cause They don't
interesting.
even hold hands. They don't kiss.
I thought
They
about it
just,
too. Like I was just
robotic.
like, damn, like something. Give me something.
It's like some Fifth Element shit. Like, just walk in a straight line.
they
Just
don't. I feel
look
like they
my
don't
way.
love each other. I feel like that was
Oh,
just
man.
like a trap that just happened for both of them.
Like, she was there for the check, and she's like, fuck, now he's the president. Now
Right.
I gotta
Yeah,
be
like
seen
now
with
I gotta
dumb
stay.
ass.
Like I can't dip out. Like
Now I gotta
yeah.
be seen with his dumb ass.
Like Obama and Michelle are like the cutest fucking like.
Even when
couple.
Michelle was mad,
Yes.
she's still, she's still, she's
Yeah,
still,
like they would hold hands. They would go out to
Yeah,
like
show them
Broadway shows
affected,
together and
affection.
shit. Like fucking.
Oh, wow.
Donald Trump is fucking selfish. Like he's just a selfish fucking human being.
Shout out to
Somebody said Trump
DJ
calls her a
Drifter
dumb
on my
bitch.
live. He said his wife is more like his sex slave.
Wow.
yes.
Get it?
that's-
What is
Yeah,
he
see,
doing for her?
See, your expression was like that. I just said yes. Like, see,
That
you
was
see
a
what
that
happens
was
to
a
Get
people.
it.
because like okay that excited you,
I'm like, yes.
but I don't
already-
think- I
that
don't think
shows me
they're-
that there's something going on in their love
don't
life, in
think-
their marriage,
I
and I'm
don't-
just so happy about
I
that.
don't think it's in the good source of sex slave. Like
How
she's
is
getting
this-
pleasure, he's smacking, flipping, rubbing it down. They're having a good time in the bedroom.
But
Think
sex
it's more
slaves
like,
are pampered
bitch, lay
too.
down. I
for-
pay for everything. Just shut the fuck up and lay here. And she's just like,
Nah, that's
well, I'm
basically
stuck
perception.
here. I can't
Some
do
girls like
anything.
that.
Yeah.
But I feel like
I
it's
know
more
girls that
those-
like that
I
shit.
don't
like,
mind shutting the fuck up, sitting down.
I don't like that
and-
shit,
and-
but-
Don't get me
I
wrong.
don't mind shutting the fuck
Don't
up
get
and
me
sitting
wrong
down. I
now.
could do
If
that.
I'm talking and you tell me shut up, I'm gonna sit down and shut up. But I'm gonna start talking again later on.
I be
What you
quiet,
mean?
but I be
But
talking again.
It's cool.
I
but
be
just
talking
feel
again.
for that. That's not okay.
Well,
I've been in one predicament one time where I was talking to this dude, and he was like it gave me like this like spoiling complex. Like I like to get spoiled, but because of what he did, it kind of like fucked me up a little bit.
Think
Like
so- being too spoiled.
no, like he was like wine and dining me, and he was a good catch. Like like we were hanging out, like having a good time. There was nothing like too serious yet, but then he started like making me feel obligated to fuck him.
Yeah,
And
most
he,
guys
but
think
he
that they're
said it too. He's like, I paid for your thing. I paid for your. I'm like,
Oh, he
oh, so this is
said
what
it.
we're doing. Like, if this was a sugar daddy, sugar baby kind of
Actually
situation,
said
you
it.
should have said that in the beginning. But
Telling you,
because
pussy on layaway.
that's what
trying
I'm
to
saying.
tell
I'm like, you think that's the only reason why I'm hanging around you? Then I'm
Niggas
leaving.
been
Like,
foodie
fuck
quick
that.
I've been
pussy.
saying it since the damn show we
Wow.
started this show. Pussy on layaway.
That happened to me one time, and ever since then, like he trapped me a little bit too. It's like we went back, we were like hanging out in his place a lot, but I didn't give it up. Like we
Right,
were
you're
just
just
hanging
hanging
out.
out.
And then it was like the third time, and we like just got back from like watching like a Broadway play or whatever, and he got a hotel, and I was like nervous because like I was
Hotel means
I was
pussy.
nervous because I was like I honestly like. wanted to take my time to get to know him, and I thought that was like our mutual
what you guys are
understanding.
doing, right.
So we were like hanging out, and then he was like getting like a little bit too like on top of me, like if it was gonna happen, it would happen smoothly.
naturally.
And you know what?
And
It
he
happens
was
so
like
much-
forcing his like hand like in my thing, and I'm like, okay, you're making me uncomfortable at this point because it's like you're not even letting me like
See,
want
see,
this.
See,
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
that's a raper.
I'm like,
That's
you're
a
not even
raper.
letting me want to kiss you. Like you're just
That's- yeah.
putting your tongue all over my face, and it's gross. Like stop.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then he got mad, and then he started like throwing it in my face that he paid for all of this stuff, and like I won't even give it up. And I was like,
I'd be like, nigga, if you want it back, I will shake ass tomorrow. and get all
right.
that shit
I was
back.
like, I'll give you the money.
One,
Like,
I'm not giving you back shit. Here we go. My
It's a
lesson.
mutual
Don't
business
give that shit.
transaction.
This
No
ain't. Yeah,
refunds.
you go to Walmart, you open a
'Cause
bag
it's
of
like,
chips.
I
You
don't-
cannot bring the bag of chips back. I'm just gonna tell you.
like
that.
I
Walmart
do
will
that.
not take
I
the
do that
chips
with my
back.
family. Like I'll buy them stuff or whatever. I don't ever throw it in their face like they
Yeah,
owe me a
yeah,
favor. Like
yeah.
I do it because I care about them. So it's
Exactly.
like, don't buy me shit if I owe you something.
Agree. That's why I
like-
say it's no backseat. You gotta learn.
You're
to-
I
like,
tell people all the time, as long as I'm around, if I owe you money, you'll never go broke. Tell you all the time. You'll never go broke if I owe you money. Never.
I just always think that it's something that you can't ever, put on to somebody else. And you know what? In some respects, some females do it as well. Like if a female feel like she bought a dude something, or maybe a dude is staying in her house, or
That's the mistake.
he's using her credit card or her
Don't be
car.
like, what the fuck?
Something.
that's
of
her.
possession.
That's her shit.
She
Then.
would feel like if he had sex with another female that's not her or something.
Oh, that's
What kind of
different.
woman-
though.
yeah.
woman
Then she's
bullshit is
like,
this?
I know females who are in positions that are helping men out. Let's just say that. And they get mad when they find out that these men are sleeping with other women.
Okay, wait. They're
So
helping
I
them
feel like
out.
it still can
She
be like
adopted
either
that
or.
nigga. She ain't helping him
That's
out.
what I'm
She
saying.
adopted
Wait,
that nigga.
so like they're helping him. The females helping the male out, but they're not fucking. Is what you're saying? Like
No,
they're
they're
just
still
being.
fucking, but
Oh,
he's still
okay.
fucking other girls too.
Yeah, no.
like-
See, that's something you gotta discuss because
Yeah.
like. You ain't about to
I've
be
heard
using
of
my money,
situations.
my crib, and all that, and then you want to be bringing other bitches.
But
Woo,
see, I
no.
feel like that's not that different.
That's a fuck
from
boy.
guys like
This
yeah.
like some Destiny
That's a
Child
different
bills or
That's a
some
fuck
woman to
boy.
woman shit. We ain't doing that. You ain't coming to this house and staying
He-Man
here.
Woman Haters Club.
You just being dusty at that point.
Dear Darla, you make
Darla.
me sick. I hate
Do you guys think it's a little bit of a He-Man Woman Hater still out there? Or you think
Definitely.
they dissipated from 1991?
No, it's definitely there.
Shout out to the Little Rascals, inspiring me
Like,
in my dating
those
life.
are niggas that'll slide another nigga DMs like, yo, I know you don't know me, but I see that you know Charm. And I just wanted you to know that she used to fuck with my mans back in the day. Or I used to toss her.
Mind your
Nobody
business.
Give a damn mind your business with your hating ass. Like, you mad because I ain't throwing a pussy at you. Or
Some
I took
niggas
it
be
away
getting
from
feelings.
you. And now you're trying to ruin whoever's getting the pussy now. No, mind your fucking business. Stop being a little bitch.
But I gotta find out from y'all before y'all go. What are some of the personal names that you like to be called? Now you said something about throwing a pussy at somebody. So, what does someone have to
I'm not a quarterback.
say?
Do not call me quarterback. That's not my name.
What does somebody has to say in order for you to throw the pussy at them?
Give your hand while you're at it. We got 1 minute.
All right. So this is S0L0_charm. You can find me DTF Radio every Sunday, 4 to 6 on a Grown Man Show, 9 to 10 on Smiles69Network. March 11th, I will be hosting the A-List Showcase at the Delancey. I'm looking for artists, so you can DM me for more information on that. As far as that goes, I don't really give a fuck what you call me. It's kind of one of those things like once it happens, and I'll give you a reaction because I really don't know. Because if it's not genuine and like I don't fuck with you like that, I'm just smashing. All them baby cute names you giving me is bullshit anyway, and I don't believe the hype. So yeah,
Depending on the connection between people.
exactly.
I understand that. Daniel, can you let the people know where they can find you at? And what's something or, I guess, yeah, something that you'd like to be called or that you wouldn't mind a female calling you
White
during
chocolate.
sex?
Whatever makes the sex better. White chocolate. Okay.
All right. Good to hear.
Melt in your hand, not in your mouth.
I don't melt.
Let it melt. Yes, yes.
Whatever makes the sex better. That's
I like
what I'm
that.
for.
I like
That's
that.
what I'm for.
Definitely open.
Why are you laughing, sex kitten?
Because what and that she's a sex kitten. I guess it's just more milk for
Whatever, dude. Okay.
But Daniel, where can we find you at? Where can the people find you at? If you have something you want to give out, or
Nope.
No
Okay,
sex
no
hotlines.
problem.
You can find me where you find Uncle Tone.
Hey, all right, check out.
Okay,
Uncle
I
Tone
hear
if y'all
that.
wanna find Daniel.
Oreo.
Aight. Yes.
Sabrina. You can find me on IG, Sabrina Ryan Official, and I like to be called the dirtiest things you could possibly call me. I like sweet names too, like baby girl and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And princess, like those things make me feel precious. You know?
Princess,
What?
take this dick.
My words out there.
That don't even
Oh,
sound,
come on.
that don't sound good. Like princess, take this dick. Baby girl, take this dick.
Yeah, princess
It
and
don't-
baby girl is not during sex. That's more like.
If
a-
I-
No, I
put it
mean
in
like just in general, like those
Okay,
words
yeah,
are
those
nice.
Those are nice.
I'm like those words are nice.
Oh, we don't want to impose.
Ay ay ay.
If you ever around me and you're around Sabrina and you're around me and we're together, if you dare call her baby girl, I'm going to turn green on you. All right. There you go.
Oh, shit.
I love you, Sabrina.
Oh,
I love
my
you
God.
too.
It's my baby girl.
See that?
Well, Tone,
Look at that.
what
What do you like to
What
be
do you like to be
called?
called? Where?
And listen, and
Big Daddy Tone?
in the words of the most famous, one of the famous R&B groups of all time, Destiny's Child, say my name, say my name. Just, see what I'm saying? Tony is just fine. Uncle will do, with
T,
Uncle Tone.
whatever yeah.
No T.
No T.
Uncle
So no
or
T.
Tone or
Okay.
Uncle Tone. That's it. Or Tone.
No T.
We good.
No
Do the West
T.
Indians
Don't
call
call
you
me-
Selecta?
Don't call me nothing else
Theo.
but my name. What they call me.
Do they call you Selecta?
No. Don't do that. I don't do the daddy shit. Don't do none of that shit. Say
No
my
daddy.
fucking name. No, because when I give it to you, it's gonna be special to you. It's unforgettable,
it's
right?
so
Like
daddy's
Nat
kinda
King
like
Cole,
universal type-
unforgettable,
yeah, I get what you
right? So if you
Daddy,
call me
daddy.
daddy, that means in your mind I'm similar. Then when you go see somebody else, you make a mistake and call them daddy, then they gonna know shit. She thinking about Tone. No, just say my name. Save the daddy for the clown shit.
Damn.
Oh my God. If anybody wants to know about me before we go, I liked being called anything with a bitch after it, and it's not offensive to me.
Fucking
So, there we
bitch,
go.
motherfucking bitch,
Nasty
slut
bitch.
Sexy bitch, nasty
Filthy
bitch.
bitch.
You
Yeah,
nasty
that's-
bitch. You nasty.
Bitch,
of the
bitch, but bitch, bitch.
Unless we're in public at a party, you black bitch. That's a good.
Fuck you, call me.
Don't you like that shit? No, not here. This is not the time nor the place. Damn it.
Oh man! Just shout out to everybody exposing all of the name calling. We haven't really dived deep into it. We